Perfect. Okay, well, hello. Hi, everybody. Am I cut off, Mel? Is my head in?
No, you're.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess I should look on your phone. That's what you're asking about. No, you're good.
I'm good.
You're good.
Okay, thanks. I just didn't want to be like a headless talking on the video.
You're good. I might.
Okay, so here we are. Thank you guys for coming. Spring Clean and Lean Brick is now officially over, but we are in summer now, basically. I mean, if you have a kid, it's definitely summertime as of today. So I just wanted to say a few things, and then I definitely wanted to ask if Jessica or Mel want to say anything about it. But you know, every time we do a brick boot camp, it really is intended not to be like all or nothing. It's truly intended to be another stepping stone in our journeys. And I think this is like my 41st, which makes me like 1,000 years old in Kaia years or dog years or something. And you know, not every brick for me goes perfect. And so when that's the case, don't beat yourselves up. Even for some of the winners today, whether it was perfect attendance or most improved benchmark or most inches lost or even a blackout bingo, like it's not always going to be a perfect brick, and we always have to give ourselves grace. If we even improved or were more thoughtful just a little bit, that is a huge win. And if that sets us on a nice course going into the summer, that's perfect. Because for me, summer's like the hardest time. Like, I'm not a big drinker, but all of a sudden, like, there's drinks in my hand all day. I'm like, what? Like, the sun doesn't go down to like midnight, so somehow I'm eating later. And you know, it's just a tough season. And it's not about deprivation. It's just about reminding ourselves about what matters. And what matters is our health and being able to enjoy the activities that we get to do with the ones that we love the most, right? And not feeling like we can't do something because we feel uncomfortable in our skin or our bodies. I think that's really the most important thing. Wear the swimsuit, go out and do the things. Because if you think back to 5 years ago, if like, okay, a random day at Tahoe at the beach, do you remember what anyone on that beach looked like? No, no one cares at all. So enjoy those things, but we're here to help support you in that journey, to help build that confidence as well, okay? So any words, Mel?
No, I mean, I agree with everything you have to say.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That would have been really awkward.
I really, yeah, everything to go along with that. I think just it's something to add to your lifestyle. Think of it as just like another stepping stone of something you're continuing to grow on in your process. And it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes things don't feel like they're changing as fast as you would hope or want them to. Just keep chugging along, keep trying new things, keep just working your best, and it'll all happen in the end. So, great job, everybody.
Yay, Jess.
I will just agree with everything you said.
Ditto.
Easy.
I mean, it's true. I mean, if we only focus on the destination, it takes the joy out of the journey. So, because I mean, not to be morbid, but really the destination for all of us is the end of our lives. Like, if we wait till I'll be happy when, we'll never be happy. And then all of a sudden 20 years go by and we're not happy. And that sucks. So always keep that in mind. But you know, the things that I've seen just in going through your guys' fit tests, benchmark score sheets this week, the inches, all the things, it's just a lot of different ways that we have been proving to ourselves that we are amazing. Truly. So I'm going to kick things off with our most improved benchmark challenge winners. So basically our benchmark challenge was a compilation of week 1, week 3, week 6, and it had the farmer carry, which was like super duper fun. I was so pleased with myself when I picked 100 pounds on that last week, and then I was like, I am so dumb. This sucks so hard. But it wasn't about speed per se. We could decrease our times, but it was also about increasing weights and seeing how much stronger we could get. That farmer carry wasn't about sprinting. That farmer carry was how heavy could you hold working the grip strength. The pull-ups or pull-downs, like every single exercise that was going on, you could have weight or not. And what I saw in the benchmark challenge score sheets was so many girls not only increasing their resistance, their weights, their levels of difficulty, like on push-ups, going from knees to toes or box to floor, but also just an amazing, incredible push to be a little bit more efficient with our time. So our first winner, she could not be here today, but she is a powerhouse. So I think anyone who's worked out at the 430 Sparks class Probably feels inspired by her like I do anytime I see her working her hard, and she just has such a big heart. But she decreased her overall time by 2 minutes and 47 seconds. She increased her weights and difficulty, and that's Brenda Tom of Sparks. Woo! Yay, Brenda! All right, this next Kaia girl, she is an absolute inspiration, and it makes me wish that I was able to coach the 430 more these days. At the moment, I'm not able to as much, but she knows what will work for her body. She asks, which is fantastic, because I don't think no matter how long you're a Kaia girl, you ever have a silly question about what a good modification for X or Y or Z might be. If something doesn't feel right, don't just do it just because, or don't think you can't ask, or you learn what works for your body, but then you're constantly looking for ways to keep going in harder, more difficult scenarios for yourself. And this Kaia girl is the epitome of that. I am always so proud of her. Her heart is just as big as Brenda's. I absolutely just want to hug her every time I see her. She increased her time by a total of 2 minutes and 59 seconds, increased her weights and difficulty over the course of the 6 weeks, and that is Heather Wicker! Yay! So now you get to take a photo, Heather. Are you excited? Yay! Yay! Here's this. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah! All right, photos. I don't know where to look.
Look. Oh, okay. Okay, now look there. There we go. Thank you.
Yay! Do you have any words?
No, really.
Okay.
I didn't think about that.
That's
I
okay.
just always appreciate the support and
I'm
help
in the
with
shade right here.
modifications and encouragement.
Oh, yeah. And you're proof that you can make progress for yourself. You don't have
Yeah,
to do something
that's what I was thinking.
Yay!
Heather!
All right, this winner, I mean, really, truly, like, it was Sparks who swept the board, so sorry, all the other students was on the benchmark. It was definitely a
Take a
Sparks
word out
scenario
there.
for sure. This Kaia girl, she's in Truckee today. She could not be here, but she, absolutely is an epitome of modifications, but really exploring what will kind of push her and challenge her to break through plateaus, which is fantastic. She's typically floating around the 6 a.m. They're like tiny but mighty 6 a.m.ers. She decreased her time by 3 minutes and 44 seconds, increased her weights and difficulty, and that is Robin Chernak of Sparks. Yay! And then I probably should have mentioned her in the beginning, but I didn't want to take away from the other winners. This honorable mention, she was going to try to swing by, but I don't think she's able to. That's okay. She basically was only 3 seconds behind Brenda Tom, and I was like, oh God, I gotta make her an honorable mention. So she's definitely in the raffle. But she is just like light personified, such an amazing presence, such a wonderful spirit. She's always going to her hard. Her goal is strength and health. It's not about trying to fit into some conformed notion of what her shape should be. It's about healthy and enjoying her life. And she did 244, not 247, sorry, but she increased her weights and her difficulty, and that's Holly Clancy, 6 a.m., who's also the daughter of Robin. Yay! Yeah, mom and daughter, I like it. Sparks, clean sweep Sparks, good job. Not the case in the biggest inch losses though, not to mess anyone up, Sparks. But when it comes to the inch losses, we measure the inches and not the weight. You're always welcome to measure weight on your own, of course. That's one snippet of a picture. But the inches really tell the story of how we feel in our bodies, right? It tells the story of how we feel in our clothes. It tells the story of how we feel confident and what's changing in our bodies. There were so many girls that we measured in the final weekend where they may have gone up in one area and down in another, and it's truly because they're developing muscle in one area and they're losing fat in another area. And that's fantastic. It's body composition, not just like a number on a scale. And I think we always want to keep that in perspective, especially as we get older, as our bones get denser. Like if I was going to try to be, 120, I'd have to cut off a leg. Like my bones probably weigh more than 120. So keeping everything in perspective. So honorable mentions first. You're going to hear this name a lot today, and I don't see her, but that's okay. But she, I'll talk about the bingo when I get to that. But she really felt motivated. I was talking to her at the End-of-BRIK weekend. She just it was like the right time. And that's how sometimes we feel, right? If now wasn't the right time, maybe our Summer Transformation Challenge in July is the right time. If January wasn't the right time, maybe April did feel like the right time. Like, that's why it's always great that we kind of ramp up and ramp down throughout the year. But she lost 4.75 inches, and that is Jen Eisenberg of West Reno. Yes. This Kaia girl is here, honorable mention. She is wonderful. I just absolutely love how she and her friends, I don't want to give it away yet, they lean on each other for support. They absolutely rally each other up. They show up for themselves, even if the other one can't be there, which is totally fine. But I'm super proud to see, this progress, because I know how important it is for her to feel good in her body. And that is Tanisha Jensen of South Reno. Oh, wow. 5.5 inches. Yeah. So you're in the raffle, so you can win a really cool prize. Yeah. I didn't tell you. So yeah, you're in the raffle. Yes. Yes. Do you have any words?
I don't know.
I mean, now you know, because I already put it on Heather.
Yeah, no, it did surprise me when we came to the final ones. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm on my period, and I don't know, and it doesn't matter though. But then she's like, actually this. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
So I was surprised. So yeah, I just tried to get 5 days a week was my goal. Trying to get there. To all the classes, even spinning, which I don't like.
Oh!
I came.
Have you done mine yet?
No.
Okay, you gotta do mine.
Okay. So, yeah.
Yay, Tanisha! Another honorable mention, also 5.5 inches, so it was a tie in the honorable mention category. She and I were talking a lot last weekend, and it was just a big conversation about slow but steady. She's a little bit older, so she really wants to be very slow in her progress so that her skin can kind of adapt as much as it can, because as many of you guys know, I had to go through 5 loose skin surgeries that went from like 2016 to 2021, and I lost the 100 pounds in 2011. So it was a long journey for me as well, and I waited a very long time. One, because back in 2011, that conversation wasn't even happening. It seemed like a rich person thing or something out of the realm of possibility anyway. And then two, I was very, very terrified that if I could not find consistency for myself, that maybe I would go through that procedure and then gain weight and split at the seams. That sounds so graphic, but that was my nightmare. I was just like, oh God, I don't know. And so, it's a long journey for a lot of us, but also to slow it down and to make it very sustainable and slow and consistent is perfect. And she has not only lost 5.5 inches this BRIK, but she lost 7.5 inches the last BRIK, and that's Heidi Somhegi of West Reno. Yay. All right. So this one, she is our 3rd place winner of most inches lost. She is of Sparks. Okay, welcome back, Sparks. So she is a true testament to 80% nutrition, 20% movement. Even if you have an injury, even if something's not fully right where you can go, or even push to what you would like to be your hard, you can still make massive changes in your body by paying that extra attention to your food. And I think we can all attest to that at different points in our lives where it's well, when I just held myself more accountable on the nutrition side, here I go. And it wasn't about doing 100 burpees today. That's not going to cross the path. My first winter after I lost 100 pounds, I was like, oh yeah, I can drink eggnog and eat pie every day because I'm going to just do double day of Kaia. And that did not work out for me. And I had to really put me on that next break for sure. And I don't think I've had eggnog since. But the things you learn, you cannot work out poor food choices, okay? I'm a testament as well. And this Kaia girl, I'm so happy she's here today, but she doubled down on her food. To see her meal planning and everything that she was doing on that front was so inspiring. Her husband was supportive as well, all in, detoxing with her. That is Lorraine Henson of Sparks, 6.75 inches.
You just take pictures like amateur when you're done. I sure will. I'll do it first in case I get locked out.
Even if you were in a car accident yesterday, you're here.
Yeah.
My gosh. Okay, what words you have?
So I was just telling him, I was looking at my driver's license.
I renewed it last year and I lost 10 pounds in a year. Yeah. But like she said, I couldn't do any exercise. I hurt my knee. Trying to schedule to have a knee surgery on July 2nd. My fingers are getting messed out. So I just did all the food stuff on the bingo card. That's all I did, and I was shocked when she measured me. I'm like, what? I thought maybe I lost an inch, or.
That's like this epic story of everyone's experience.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I don't think I did anything, and it's like, yes.
I lost 4 pounds in the
6.75.
6.75
Yeah.
inches just because of the food. And my husband lost 10 pounds.
Well, that's just yeah, of course.
We're
We're not talking about
back
him.
injuries, so he wasn't exercising either. So it's
Yeah.
the food.
It really
It's
is
the food.
Yeah.
So yeah, my admin assistant said, "Oh, I want to go on that diet." I said, "It's not a diet." I
Good
said,
answer.
It's recipes, and she's gonna sign up for the July food
Summer
thing.
transformation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna try the free thing.
Yeah.
So, and then I've been emailing her all this stuff.
Perfect.
So yeah, food it is.
Yay! Okay. So our second place winner, she could not be here today. She was definitely bummed, but she was our Kaia Queen last brick. So last brick, she lost 9.25 inches. This brick, she lost 7.25 inches. So her journey is consistent. She is continuing to go. Now, I don't want to break the news to anyone, but like, it does slow down. Yeah. It's not always going to be 9 inches. I'm just going to like personal experience, but it's progress and it's amazing. She is consistent. She shows up. She leans on her fellow 5 a.m.ers at West Reno. She is such an incredible, just big-hearted, so easy to chat with, just really caring individual. And for her, health has become a priority, and putting herself first in just the smallest of ways, where it comes to our food, when it comes to showing up to our workouts. It just makes those mountains move a little bit easier. And that is Eleanor Walquist of West Reno. Yay! So that takes me to our Kaia Queen. Aw, yeah. Here comes Sparks again. So this Kaia girl is just, I would say, the epitome of, was I there for her? I feel like I was the coach for first day. She can correct me if I'm wrong. If it wasn't the first class, it was the second class. But I just remember meeting her for the first time, and I think it was a lift class, and just making sure everything she was doing was safe, but also enjoyable. I didn't want it to like suck or be terrible or boring or anything like that. But to see her progress from then, and to see her progress now, and to see her form just automatically without even like suggestions, like we're always there to support you, but we as coaches light up when we see that over time. Like you come in, you're a little baby Kaia girl, you're like new, you don't know, you're like a little unsure, and then you like walk in like a boss like 6 months later, and you just know like what's up. And it's just really cool to see that stuff, and it's cool to see the changes in your bodies. It's cool to see that progress. It's cool to see a beautiful form, and just coming to all kinds of different class types. So that's really the key here, is we have at least 8 different class types throughout the year, if not more, and to not just get stuck in 1 or 2, but really like embrace all the styles. It just keeps our body guessing. She lost 8.25 inches last brick. She now has lost 11.75 inches this brick. Wow. And our Kaia Queen for Spring Clean and Lean Brick Boot Camp is Nicole Lewis.
Woo!
Was that your first coach?
I actually don't remember.
Oh, God!
I know Lauren was with me. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
I know, it's a blur now. I feel like it was like,
It probably was.
it was first or second.
Yeah,
It was
definitely one of my first classes, if not the first class.
All right, what are your
Thank you.
words? What are your words? Oh, I guess we should
yes,
pose first.
sorry.
Sorry. Yay! And then,
Gosh, I don't know. I'm getting married next month,
Yay!
so I'm really trying to focus on just showing up. I think this brick I stuck to the perfect attendance. I traveled. I was able to do both on-demand classes.
she did the virtual stuff.
I did
like,
live
you guys
streams.
like question me on those, and I'm like, just do it. It's
Yeah,
so good.
the live streams were great because I was in New York and it was like 6 a.m. here, but it was like later in the day there, so that worked out great for me. I'm not a morning person, so to all of you that do 5 a.m., 6 a.m. classes, well done.
Yeah. You can catch me.
But yeah, definitely, I don't know, just very happy for my progress, and I don't know, excited to see what else I can do with Kaia.
Yes.
Great job.
All right, so that's going to take me to little mini coach shout outs. I guess the moral of the story when it comes to talking about our coaches is that it's not easy to participate in BRIK fully and be a coach at the same time. We tend to focus on others and not always ourselves as much as we want, myself included. And so I always like to give a shout out to the coaches who not only complete like all 3 benchmarks, but also maybe they got perfect attendance, maybe they did something along those lines, because we do kind of put ourselves a little bit behind the ball sometimes, and then we ramp up. Sometimes like a BRIK's over and I'm like, oh, now I can really focus on my food, so I don't have to reply to emails anymore. So first up is Jessica Karan, who not only did all the benchmarks, but also did perfect attendance. And it's funny, you'll stand up in front of a class of girls, but you do not want to come up here. I can read it on your face. Our next coach is Kylie Woolsey for benchmark. So Kylie is a new coach, and she came up as a Kaia girl, eventually became a coach just recently. And early morning a lot of sparks, but she's kind of floating around. You're the scheduler.
She's all around.
She's all around, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's all around.
Sparks?
Sparks.
Somewhere?
Midtown.
No, she's on Midtown. Yeah. So you'll probably cross paths with her if you haven't yet, but she still is a Kaia girl at heart and absolutely wanted to make sure she did her benchmarks. And then I also did a benchmark. I don't know.
Good job, Karen. Good job, Jessica.
I know. I increased my time in the last one, but then I was like, well, a 100-pound farmer carry versus a 60-pound farmer carry. That was all mistakes. So that takes me to our perfect attendance girls. Now, these girls got perfect attendance, but they also confirmed with me. So if there's someone who's watching this video and they're like, I got perfect attendance, and then I would say, I posted on social and I texted everybody and I push alerted on the app, and if you didn't reach out to me, I am sorry. But I will celebrate you if you still tell me to this moment. But these are the girls who not only got it, but confirmed. So we have, if I do call your name, just come on up and we'll take a quick photo. Shanti Chan. I know she's not here, but she also did the burpee mile solo.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that one. Yes, that amazing inspirational creature. Yes, she beat the first PR solo. Our first PR solo was in 2022 with Robert Not Back. That was an hour 18, and that was a guy who was turning 18 years old that day.
And he threw up.
When he got done, he threw up in the bush. Yeah. We were singing him happy birthday and he was puking in a bush. It was super cute. I know, I'm not selling anyone on doing the solo, I guess. But he set the bar at 118, and then we didn't have a solo participant for years until this year we had 3. And one of them was Shanti. And she got 117. 1 minute, beat that guy. 1 minute. So just heads up. Holly Clancy of Sparks couldn't be here, but she got perfect attendance. Krista Connolly, she is rocking it on the virtual workouts, the live stream, the on-demand. She's made amazing progress, and I think it just goes to show, like, yes, we have 4 studios, and yes, we have this robust schedule, but man, you can't make a class. Like, just pop on one of those on-demands, pop in one of those, sign up for a live stream if you want to be more accountable, and turn your camera on top of that, like, whatever. She's doing amazing things just with our virtual programming. Jessica Karan already, yes, come on, now you're coming up. I like it, I'll take it. Alyssa Esquivel, Corey Garvey, Melissa Hilburn. Oh yeah, come on up. Hold her purse, yeah. And we got Trissy Hill, perfect attendance. Jen Eisenberg, perfect attendance. Nicole Lewis, of course, our Kaia Queen. It would be so weird if you did not have perfect attendance. You're like, I went once. Yadira Loza, Karen McClanahan, Logan Ortiz, perfect attendance. John Rosemark, and Eleanor Walquist. Yay! Okay, so we got to get together like we like each other.
Look at her first.
I know!
Here we go. Cute.
Yay!
And then look
Thank you for that confirmation.
One more. Thank you.
Yay! Thank
Just
you,
to-
ladies.
just
So
to add
perfect
to the
attendance was
media.
30 kayak classes between April 21st and June 1st. Not gonna like lie, back in the day in 2011, perfect attendance was actually perfect attendance. It was like every day. But we had one location and 2 class times, so can't really like vibe on that. So that takes us to our bingo raffle, and this is where I really want to talk about Jen Eisenberg because she blacked out the bingo card. Okay. I mean, yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, anyone who's tried, yeah, like my 2 other, like, definitely got a lot of Rose sisters over here. The bingo card is no joke, but the bingo card is not meant to intimidate to the point of all or nothing, okay? Bingo card is simply intended to put things out there on a game sort of format to look at and consider, like, maybe I do want to go to the Burpee Mile. Maybe I do want to make that recipe. Maybe I do want to attend that event. Maybe I do want to, like, you know, check in with my coach every once in a while, you know, like whatever. But when you do those things, it's kind of where the magic happens, right? Yes, you can read the manual and you can do the program straight, but this kind of helps you navigate in a way that's more fun of like, here's all the things you could be doing as well, or instead, or in general. And it is a mix of social media challenges, nutrition challenges, physical challenges, like just talking to your friends challenges. Like, there's a lot. And she did every single one. So we're probably gonna be pulling her name a lot in the raffle. I know Mel's prepared for that. But when you black out, not only do you get 25 raffle tickets, but you also get a free month. So if there was more than one blackout, they would each get a half month. We would pull from those 2, and one of them would get a free full month. So we zeroed out her July membership because it's no joke to complete that card. So keep it in mind for the fall. You have some months to think about it if you want to embrace the BRIK bingo next. Correct. What's that?
That's how I move my stuff.
Yeah, it's the bingo card. Yeah, because I really try to pick out things that might be fun to make. I'm not trying to pick out things that are gross and lame and suck. I try.
I mean, one of the squares was just redecorating one of those
the handbags, yeah.
Yeah, so my
You're just like-
accountability partner, like, she came over and we just decorated them.
Yeah, and they came out really cute.
They were cute.
They're super cute. We also had row completions from 2 of our attendees here, Nicole and Lorraine. Others also had some row completions. So all the rows that were completed are also in that bowl for the raffle. Is there anyone who didn't put an extra ticket in the bowl? We're good? All right, Mel, you want to be my prize girl? My Vanna White. Okay. I never know what I want to start with. We should start with like the bigger stuff first, yeah? Yeah. So, we're gonna start with this one. So, Reno Running Company has donated a pair of shoes, which if you've ever bought legit athletic shoes, they are not cheap in any way. And obviously I cannot assume whose name we're gonna pull out of here for what size they should have. So here is your shoes. Or style or whatever. Nicole Lewis! Woo! Hey! Way to win the shoes. All right, shoes. Oh, you only get one winning per. Yeah. You only get one per.
What's that evil laugh?
I need new shoes, so that's good.
Okay. It's always so hard to decide which one to go next. Okay. So many of you are familiar with Jade of Clanch Performance and Recovery, physical therapy. She does a Kaia discount in general, so it really tries to make it possible. What I love about her and her physical therapy services is that she's a triathlete. She's an Ironman athlete. She knows what it's like to want to keep moving when something is not perfect. Okay, and how can we do that safely? And how can we strengthen that area appropriately to keep moving the way we want to move? Yeah. So this is a certificate for a complete evaluation. Jessica Coran! Nice! Look at her hustle up here now. Yeah!
It's the video.
No one cares. No one watches.
I know.
No one watches it. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this one next.
I wouldn't have been able to do anything without surgery.
So this is a photo session. Anything you want. We have Coach Jasper who also takes amazing photos. And she's really cute. She calls it cheap shop photos because she always talks down about it. She takes great photos. But this is a certificate to contact her, and it's like 1 hour photo session in a Reno Sparks location of your choice.
Do you think?
No,
I don't
no,
think
that's
Jen.
her sister. No,
That's
no,
her
no.
sister.
Well, yeah.
We'll put it back in.
Yeah.
It was. And I was like, I don't think she's
Well,
gonna.
she's got 25 of them in there. So you just tell me when it's not.
Here we go.
Hey, Melissa Hilbert! Jen will definitely win something. I just
That's
don't.
so
Yeah, I
funny.
think her sister will take her photos for free.
I think
I'm
so,
pretty sure.
too.
Yeah. Yay! Okay. Okay. So we have. If you guys haven't heard of it, there's a place just down on Plum called Healing One. They do the floats. Have you heard of these? Yeah. So it's completely devoid of sounds, and the water. Oh my gosh, like what is that?
Like a sound bath?
It's not a sound bath.
It'll be a fun experience.
It's a fun.
Just show
It's
up.
gonna be great. Just show up. Karen McClanahan. Yay! She'll read the pamphlet. She'll know what's going on. Yeah. Not. Yeah. She doesn't need my explanation. Okay. We got that. Let's see. This one, since you said sound bath, this is actually a sound bath. And this is from Soul Fox, and they were amazing. Her name's also Melanie, so there's that. Jen! Yay! She'll like that. She'll be like, my sister will take my photo for free, Karen. Alright, we got that. Yeah. So we have subleasers at some of our studios. One of them is a martial arts program, Cornerstone Martial Arts. David, has led several of our self-defense workshops, whether they've been free or paid. We're actually in talks for him to offer a free kids self-defense workshop each month, like on the third Saturday of each month, potentially starting in July. So keep an eye out for that if that's something that you're interested in. This is 2 free weeks for not only the winner, but also a friend. So you don't have to walk in by yourself, but you're walking into a West Reno studio. It's ours. Very familiar, very nice. And that is Kylie. Oh, that's cute. Let me describe that one. Yeah. So this is it seems less sexy, but it's something wrong with this. It's a free oil change, but it's yeah, right? It's
Ashley?
yeah, it's actually nice. So my other half, he runs Co-Auto, and it stands for Community Conscious Car Care. So not only do they plant a tree every time they change someone's oil, but they also host quarterly women's car care clinics for free, where women can come and learn about the basics of cars, so they don't feel judged and they feel empowered. They've done teen ones as well, so they're just on a little different level than like, I'm a car shop, you know. So you're gonna walk into a space that actually hosts art from Sierra Arts Foundation and really cool stuff like that. They're on Dickerson Road, and that is Eleanor Walquist. Okay. Sorry, there was like a little cute green bug on this, but I think it's okay. So I'm giving away protein from Aura Organic. So this is the chocolate flavor. The great thing about Aura Organic, which you guys can order anytime, the QR codes, it was in the BRIK welcome email, but the QR codes are at all the studios that you can scan. It's not just protein, it's also superfood. So if you actually look at the ingredient list, it's like all the kinds of like nutrients that you're looking for out of your superfoods, and it's a protein. And that goes to, she already won, okay. I appreciate you not littering. Yeah, this might be a dinner. Yeah. It was super fun to write 25 of those as well.
There we go.
Yay! Hooray! Yay! Support your nutrition.
I got the vanilla, now I got the chocolate.
Yay! Yay! I love it. And then I got a pie hat. Yeah, this is not the biggest prize.
Excuse me.
I don't know. I don't think there's anything I really need to say. It's like it's a hat. You put it on his head. No. Heather. Yay! Yay! I don't think she's like chicken. Yay! Okay, so that's it for the raffle. Thank you for being my Vanna White. So things that are coming up, Lorraine was also already kind of talking about it. We have our Summer Transformation Challenge on July 8th. It always cracks me up because that's literally always the week of my birthday. So I'm like, yay, 30 days, but also like, maybe I don't want to think about it on Sunday. Anyway, but our Summer Transformation Challenge is completely optional. It is something that you can buy into. It's strict nutrition, but if it's a non-member that is signing up for it, they also get unlimited classes. So just kind of keep that in mind. We'll start talking about it more come like June 20th, but it's just 30 days. There's an online e-course, so the same sort of programming that you kind of got exposed to in BRIK, it's all Kaia, but now it's in a very handy e-online course that you can have on an app, or it can be on your desktop computer, however you want to do it. And then I'm debating, I always typically hosted like patio sessions at my house, but maybe I make it more accessible with a little Zoom optional every Friday evening in case anyone wants to check in with me randomly, and I'll just be doing my life and I'll be on Zoom and if you pop in and be like, oh hey, you know, something like that. So no pressure, but definitely added accountability for nutrition. You guys know, who's already taken the Shine Uplift this week? Yes, 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 yay! So Thursday evenings at Sparks 4:30 and Saturday mornings at South Reno 9 a.m. With Coach Barbie, and based on attendance, based on desire, and based on Coach Barbie's preference coming out of June, Mel and I will be talking about this very soon, is where this class will continue on into July and continue on into August, those types of things. But we'll be monitoring very closely that attendance and your guys' feedback. The last Thursday of the month, the 26th, I think, that'll actually be Shine Light, not Shine Uplift, with Coach Arlene. Coach Barbie will not be able to coach that night, but Shine Uplift or Shine Light is the full dancing version of that class. So it's still super fun, still great, just not without the weights. So we're testing those, as you know. We're about to get into hiking season. So we have 3 special group hikes coming up. These are Share the Love. So men, women, children, everyone is welcome. Dogs, right? Like if I'm going, I'll bring Jiggy, and if you get tired, you can ride him back. He's that big. But it'll start next weekend with Hunter Creek Trail, and then it's Pat's Knob on Mount Rose on the 21st, and then it's Cross Peak just over in West Reno on the 27th. So like an evening, end of the work week kind of hike with Coach Lisa. So even just going into the app, and I posted a video in the friends group where you can actually see all the studios in one view, and which is super helpful. So you don't even have to remember like, oh, where's the trailhead and which studio is closest to that. You can just do all view. We also will have a special 4th of July weekend schedule coming, of course. Was she confirmed, Mel, for the 4th?
Yes.
She's good?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have I didn't want to say like, it's gonna be so blah blah, and then she's not even confirmed, and I was like, that's not happening. But Coach Kylie, if you haven't met her yet, she's gonna be planning a very fun themed workout for the 4th of July at the Spark Studio, so you don't have to worry about the heat or anything like that. Did you decide for me? Is it cycle?
Yes.
I don't know what the heck. I'm just
Cycle,
here. I don't know what's going
And
on.
then black light, you know.
And Black Light, yeah. So then Saturday after 4th of July will be me, Share the Love Cycle, 8 and 9 a.m. at the South Reno studio. I don't know if I'm doing the 4th of July theme, because that might kill me for 2 hours straight. It's a lot of Americana music. We'll find out. I don't know. We're gonna, don't quote me yet. And then Black Light Yoga at Midtown on Sunday of 4th of July weekend. It's all gonna be Share the Love. So men, women, children, you have family in town, whatever, everyone can come out. And that's it for the moment. You know, you guys have feedback on things, you want to share Kaia with your friends, like reach out to me, reach out to Mel, you know, have them text us at the Kaia number. Like that's what we're here for, because we all start somewhere at some point, and there is no case where something is too late. It's never too late to try something new. It's never too late to invest in ourselves. It's never too late to lean on each other and have someone join us. Like Kaia is more fun with friends, but any workout is more fun with friends. So keep that good vibe going, and I just appreciate all of you for spreading Kaia, attending Kaia, being at Kaia. We would not be here today as a small business without you. I would not be here like with like regular clothes and not looking like a crazy homeless person without Mel having my back, absolutely, as my right hand. So thank you all. Is there anything else anyone wants to say? Everyone's like, nope, you got the video on. F that. Well, thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Tina, for clapping. Yay! Thanks, guys. Should I turn this off so everyone can speak freely?